The part for me that I found most disheartening was this sort of divide that it created between, I guess, like conservationists and scientists in a way.
Yeah.
That it is amazing that people watched this documentary and felt so passionate about wanting to help the ocean. I think that is a great thing. However, when actual fisheries scientists are telling you real data that they've taken, or telling you like, hey, this stat that they used about derelict fishing gear making up this percentage of ocean plastic was actually only the number for the Pacific garbage patch, not the entire ocean. Not to say that it's not still a big issue, but maybe look into the numbers and realize that it maybe doesn't make up as big of a percentage as what you thought. Not to say it's not still important, but
I think that's been the biggest thing is people, when scientists have been saying like that's not accurate, they're like, oh, so it's not a problem. It's like, no, that is not.
no.
It's still an issue we can be passionate about. Like 10% of ocean pollution being fishing gear related is a problem. It's more concentrated in other areas. That's where like when we like get the facts right, the activism can be right. And like let's focus our attention on how to get it out of that specific area where it's happening really badly.
Yes. It's been great that people care so much.
Yeah.
However, I think whether I mean, even watching it as marine biologists, it's our responsibility as well to go and look more into the issues that they're talking about, and be open to other information from other people, and to not only fact check the documentary that we watched, but also the people that we're getting information from. Like, please go fact check us, like,
Yeah.
and so it's been hard to watch. And I remember you said like Paul Watson posted something like, we don't need scientists anymore, we need
His whole post
activists.
was just, ugh. Yeah, he said a lot of different things. Like people are nitpicking because they've been exposed, which it's like, no, a lot of us don't work in fisheries.
Yeah. Well, I think
We're not.
the reality is that they're not mutually exclusive.
Yeah, and that's like that was the thing with his act. Like the very last line was, "We need more activists than scientists," and I was like, no, let's not push that
I think we definitely need
because
more activists. We also
yeah,
need
we
more
need more
scientists.
activists, but like we also need scientists. We
Right.
need
We
your
need the scientists
everyday
to tell us
person
what we need to
watching
be
the
activists
movie.
about.
Yeah. And that's
Yeah.
the thing that people were like, well, the scientist, I think at one point he had said something where like the scientists don't do much. And I was like, your movie wouldn't have like half of its stats without scientists. Like they weren't the most correct, to be fair. But either way, who'd they
Right.
come from?
Yeah.
Without that, you would have had just the video footage, which yeah, it's emotional, so it would get something done. But like those facts are really what drove it home. Like people are commenting on pages like, did you know by 2048 there'll be no fish left in the sea? Did you know that 46% of fishing gear is or fishing pollution is actually fishing gear? And like attacking random organizations that are selling
Yeah.
like microfiber filters. Okay.
Yeah.
Anyway, that was where I was like, you wouldn't have those numbers that people are so not happy about, but like using without scientists. So I would
Right.
say your
They're both
film
important.
proves otherwise.